Hey guys, Exalts here, and I'm here with another tutorial, but this one's on Fortnite. It's for all your Fortnite editors out there trying to get cinematics. We'll teach you how to do them and get things to work nicely. So, number one, always start up in creative. Don't start up in playground. Start up in creative. You're gonna hit play, launch a game. The reason you're gonna do this is if you do playground, it'll add floor loot. Um, which will sometimes fuck with your cinematics. And this is just if you're doing map cinematics, by the way. If you're gonna do regular running around cinematics, you're gonna have to go to playground to do that. But map cinematics, always do it on creative, because then there's no floor loot. There's just the chests. So once this loads up, all you gotta do is run around for a few seconds. Let the timer go. So I always like to make sure that it's in daytime, because Fortnite gets some shitty nighttime lighting, but the daytime you get nice shadows and whatnot. And that's another thing. Always make sure if your computer can handle it, mine can. If yours can, run epic settings and make sure your show FPS is off. Otherwise, when you're actually recording the cinematics, there's gonna be a little green like cinematic thing out here. So once you run around for a little bit, make sure the daytime is on. Run around for a little bit and go ahead and leave the match. It's another thing to make sure always when you're because when you do the daytime, you can actually make the cinematic darker to fit nighttime clips. But if you have nighttime cinematics with daytime clips, you can't really. It's hard to make them look decent. So after this, you're just gonna go to career replays and go to that unsaved replay right here and then play it. It's super easy to do these types of cinematic. Okay, so let's go ahead and pause here. You can see it's in daytime. You're just gonna go over to this third person right here, hit drone free, and then you're gonna hit your equals button to move up to drone speed number 4. I like to zoom out a little bit to get the focal length, get that FOV, and then if you hit E to go up, you can go ahead, turn around and find the map here, the Fortnite map, and you're just gonna fly to it. So at first it kind of seems like you can't because that little blur there, because like that view area behind us goes out of distance or goes out of focus, but you can come over here, and I'm actually going to get a cinematic that I'm going to use for my upcoming parallel RC response, my second one. My first one's already done, but I'm waiting to upload that for a little while. So as you can see, no floor loot spawns. Chests still spawn like that, but no floor loot, so that's good. So you can see, no floor loot at all. That's why I do it like this. So I'm going to go over to... I want my cinematic to be over here, or on this lake right there. So we're going to go over to that lake. It is really nice, though, because there are so many different spots that you can kind of choose from. And it's really nice that they have all these different landscaping. That's just for editors, basically. I hate it in game, but for editing, it's really nice to be able to, So first, before I do the cinematic, because mine's pretty simple, I'm just going straight. One thing you should do when you're getting map cinematics, turn your drone speed down to either 0.05 or 0.1, and you should have a controller as well, like I have right here. And it really just makes it easier to get those nice free-flowing cinematics like this, something like that. Because if I'm trying to do this on control or on keyboard, it's really hard because you can't really turn at a consistent rate like I can like that. And that's just a little tidbit there. Make sure to use controller if you are an editor. It makes more sense. All right, so I'm gonna move over to drone speed 0.5 just for the actual cinematic. And the cinematic I'm getting is really easy. It's just gonna be looking straight down on this right here. And I'm gonna start it. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. So that's awkward. Didn't mean to do that. I think that's if you hit R. Yeah, R is when it resets. That's awkward. We'll just fly back over there. It's really easy, not too hard. Make us look like we're going fast as fuck. I think I'm max speed. Yeah, I am. Okay. But it's super nice that Fortnite, I mean, like, to play at these settings is kind of dumb, but it's nice that the game actually looks so nice when you add the epic settings. So that's why even if you can run it as long as you can run it capped 60, like as long as you can run it over 60 frames consistently, run epic settings, because 60 frames is all you need for cinematics, and it looks so much nicer. Anyway, it's super. I always, if you have extra thing, if you have NVIDIA Shadow Play, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, that's what I use to record cinematics, and I would suggest using it just because it's a little less demanding than OBS. And honestly, whenever I use OBS, I always get a lot of lag when I'm trying to do things. But my cinematics super easy. Just doing this. Go down just like right there. Zoom in. And then when you're doing cinematics, I recommend focal length 50. So that's not what to do. Focal length 50, and then you got to make sure to mess with the zoom as well. Okay, so 50 gives it a really nice flat look instead of if you have this, it looks like it's like if you turn, you can see it warping around the edges. You can see it better if I do this. You can see it warping, and it makes it look much nicer at 50. And obviously this is just personal preference, but your aperture, that's basically your blur. So if you have it at the lowest, that means only things close to you are going to be blurred, but if you have it at the highest, then nothing will be blurred. So it honestly completely matters on what you want for your cinematic specifically. And then I'm just going to turn on high quality effects. I don't know if that actually does anything. I'm just kind of guessing. So, and then when you do this, again, make sure you have your show FPS off. And then make sure, so if hit H to go into fully hidden HUD. Then for me, it's Alt F9, but whatever your shadow play button is. So I'm just going to press Alt F9. And I don't know if it shows that recording I started. And I honestly don't, but we'll just wait till that goes away. And then it's a super easy, just backing up cinematic straight up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Go have fun. Make a cinematics. Remember, creative mode, creative mode, creative mode. That way you don't have those shitty ass floor loots. Anyway, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe for more. And yeah, this has been Exalt. Look out for a couple parallel RC responses and some more Fortnite editing tutorials and edits in the future. All right, see you guys later.